Good morning and welcome to Life University's Live Church, and this is your live host, the Rev Dr D Palmer Wallace. So glad that you could join me for another segment. Indeed, it is a good morning. Thank you for joining me. Now, before we go on to our talk, I would like to invite you to join me into a time of quiet, to quieten ourselves away from what we have been hearing on our radio, on our TV, our newspaper, from a friend, in a text. Could we just put those aside just for one moment and come into a space of love, into a place of peace, into a place where there is pure justice, where everything is equal, and this space I'm inviting you to come is into a space of pure conscious awareness, aware of life itself, living you as beauty, living you as goodness, living you as all your dreams fulfill, living you as peace, living you as joy, living you as full supply. Can you feel it? Do you know it? And as we're in this place right now, and as we close our eyes, let us feel into that tone of goodness and allow that goodness to just flow over you like rain. Feel the rain of goodness raining all over you on the outside. You're absolutely soaked and drenched with love, with peace, with goodness. There is justice all around you. You're soaked. Then on the inside of your soul, in your thoughts, all those worrying thoughts, everything is just drenched in love and goodness and beauty and peace. Just breathe it in. This goodness. There is so much light all around you. That light is love. That light is peace. That light is joy. That light is goodness, beauty. That light is life itself. That light is God. The rain that's coming down, the rain of peace is God. It's life emanating, embracing you, enveloping you, hugging you, filling your life to overflow until it overflows your body. Your skin is illuminated. It's pure light, the light of God, living you, living every part of your cell, living your very being. And as you feel into this nowness, presence of light and love and beauty and peace and goodness, feel into God, feel into peace. Your soul, place of Christ, is so alive, so loving, so peaceful, so blissful. You can bring your family into this space with you. If you have a partner, bring your partner into this space with you. Can you see your partner? Bring your partner into this space. While your eyes are closed, just bring your partner in. Bring your children in if you haven't got a partner. Bring your children in if you've got children. If you haven't got children, bring your best friend in. Bring your friends in. Into this wonderful bubble. In England, people are being told they can now make a bubble now that the coronavirus is slowly, not being so rampant. People can now do a bubble and invite one person into their home. Well, in this space, I'm asking you to invite one person, two person, As many people as you can bring in your neighbors into love, into the space of love. Doesn't matter what color they are, doesn't matter what they have done, wrong they have done to you. Bring them into the space of love so that they can be washed in pure love. They can be washed in pure goodness. They can be washed in peace. They can be washed in the light of love. They can be washed in God. Bring your neighbors in, bring your city into this place. And as they're coming in, you're rising higher. You're rising higher. Your love, the love and the lightness emanating from you is filling your city. Your whole city is now filled. Oh, there is light everywhere. There is love. The whole atmosphere of your city is love. What would it be like if the whole of your city was filled with love? There was just light everywhere, and that light was love. That light was peace. That light was the very life of God. Imagine that. Feel what it would feel like. What would it feel like? What would it be like? What would it be alike to? And then sense that going out from your city to the whole country. Every state, every county, filled with the light and the beauty and the goodness and the justice. There is equal amount of light in every area. Such beauty, such love, such goodness, such purity, such joy, such abundance, such prosperity. Oh, there is such satisfaction and fulfillment because this light that lights every man that comes into the world dwells in their heart. There is healing. There is love. Love is replacing hate. Justice is replacing injustice. Equality is replacing prejudice. Ignorance is taking a backseat, and consciousness is taking the place of ignorance. What is your home like? What is your home like? What is your town like now? What is your country like now? What is emanating out through the radio right now? What is the next print and headline on the newspapers right now? What is the next story right now? What is on the news right now? What is on CNN right now? What is buzzing on Google? What is buzzing on the social media, on Facebook, on Instagram right now? Now that your world, your field, your level of awareness, you have come up higher. You're in a high plane. You're looking. What is it like in your soul? What is the bubble that's bubbling over and overflowing from your soul? What are you seeing all around you? When you look at your partner, what do you see? When you look at your children, when you look in your mirror, what is looking back at you? When you look in your city, what are you seeing? Are you seeing love? Are you seeing peace? Are you seeing equality? Are you seeing justice? Are you having that conscious awareness? Well, my friend, you can. We can have that conscious awareness of love and of peace and a likeness to goodness. It is possible. So as we go out into the world, yes, you can open your eyes now. And as we go out into the world this week, I would invite us, life would invite us. Life is inviting each and every one of you through my voice to carry this experience in whatever sphere of life you are. looking through the windows of your soul in consciousness, beholding justice, beholding equality, beholding peace, beholding love, and holding that space over our government, holding that space over our religions, holding that space over our policing system, holding that space over our education, holding that space over families, holding that space over our own life. How will you speak to your loved one today? How will you speak to yourself today? What you think about yourself is actually how you treat somebody. Don't say, I love myself, but I'm going to speak abusive to somebody. No, that's showing who you really are. If you are love, you will speak loving. Oh, but you don't know what that person did to me, or you don't know what they've done to my generation. I might not know, or I might know, but I want to know about you. And as each individual begin to take individual responsibility in conscious awareness, the world begins to shift, the world begins to change. We need people who are holding the high space over judges. We need people who are, while there is fighting going on the ground, we need those that are in consciousness to cause it to work. Do not think that it is because millions have marched on the street that there are global change. There are things that is happening that is giving ideas, that is giving suggestions of goodness, because some people are awake and holding the high space. They are seeing the world as just. They're seeing the world as equal. They're seeing the world as peaceful. They're seeing the world as loving. You will only get what you see. We will only get what we see. We will only get more of what we keep looking at. Yes, we need to do things physically and take action, but our first action must be in consciousness. Our consciousness must demonstrate what we are seeing. Yes, we can see the injustice that somebody is doing by what they have done. But what are you seeing? You can see what they have been looking at. They have been looking at corrupt thoughts, and so they have given corrupt actions. But we need to hold that high place. And as we have to do actions, we are doing it from what we see. We are doing it from a place of justice. We're doing it from a place of equality. We're doing it from a place of peace. We're doing it from a place of love in consciousness. And so I invite you this week to do that practice we have just done. As often as we can, come into a quiet space and begin to see the love inside our soul. Like rain, soaking us on the inside. Love. We're emanating love. There was a man called Daniel that was thrown in a lion's den. And the lion stood and looked at Daniel and did not see meat. Why? Because Daniel was at a frequency that was so wonderful. The lion was in the room. The lion was in the room, but could not eat Daniel because Daniel's frequency and vibration was at such a level that the lion was subservient to what was being emitted. And that is what we need in our world. We need people that are so consciously aware that they're carrying the vibration and the frequency that will shut down all of the stuff that's been going. Do you remember the coronavirus when it was at its height? Do you know what humans beings had to do? Human beings had to come under what was called a lockdown. We need to lock down the virus of hatred. We need to lock down the virus of injustice. We need to lock down the virus of inequality. We need to lock down the virus of ignorance. But we can only do that when we are living healthy, conscious lives. When we are the medicine. We are the antidote, full within ourselves that we are love, and that we are holding the space that each part of the human race is love. Because at the core of every human, they don't know it. If they're not operating, you can tell if they are living in it by what they're doing. At the core of every human is life, and that life is love, it's peace, it's joy, it's just, it's equal. Because life is one, it's only one life. Basically, it's one life living everything. But most are not conscious of it. Do you know that even a stone is conscious of God? Do you know even the tree is conscious of God? Well, if you don't know that, then boy, you're really still in ignorance. You just don't understand the level that they're vibrating at. You think they're not living, you think that there is no life even in a stone, huh? There is a scripture that says if you don't praise God, if you don't give thanks to life, even the very stone will cry out. And the stones are crying out. Let me tell you, when a man gets cement and get two bricks and put that cement together, and that brick knows to stay and be called a wall. You don't try walking around, it stays a wall. And even some things that are not animated are showing better sense than people who have life in them, not realizing the fullness of who they are. And it's out of not knowing who we are as a human race, is not knowing who they are as an individual to be holding that high place that they're able to do wrong. How can we be better human beings? We can be better human beings by coming into full consciousness that we are loved, holding the high place for those who do not, so that when there is lion-like situations and we're in the same room, our vibrations is so high that, my God, you dare take your gun out, you dare put your knee, you cannot even do it, would not even come up. We have to hold a high vibration at all time. So this was a very short segment, not as short as I would like, but as we come to a close today, we're going to end as we started. And this will be the start of our new week. May we say in our quiet of our heart, let me be justice. Can you say that out your mouth? Let us say that together. Let me be justice. That's a prayer. Let me be justice. Third time, let me be justice. Then we'll say, let me be equality. Let me be equality. Can we say that together? Let me be equality. Let me be equality. Can we say, let me be peace? Let me be peace. Let me be peace. And again, let me be peace. Let me be love. Can you say that? Let me be love. Say that one more time. Let me be love. And then together, let us come into this moment. Think about what you've just said. Think about what you've just prayed. Let me be justice, equality, peace, and love. Let me be consciousness. Let me be in continual consciousness that I am love, I am peace, I represent equality, I represent justice. When someone look at me, they will no longer be seeing something that's obnoxious to them. They will see love, they will see peace, they will see equality, they will see justice. Will you invite yourself to come into that mindset today? And will you hold the space for someone who doesn't have that mindset? Will you hold that space for one person today? And as we come to the final, to make it a 20 minutes segment, could you see yourself holding the high place for your city? As you see yourself as love, peace, justice, equality, and love, holding that space for your city to see itself as justice, equality, peace, love in consciousness. If you can, say, and so it is. And I will say on behalf of the whole earth, and so it is. Bless you and thank you for joining me. My name is the Rev Dr D Palmer. If you have not already subscribed, please press the subscribe button. If you would like to leave a comment, comments not just help myself, but it help others. You might have something to say that will be very valuable to somebody else's life. And in closing, I wish you a very good and prosperous week. May you experience justice. May you know equality. May you know peace. May you know love. Keep high vibration in consciousness. Bless you.
May I see love, may I see love, may I see love, 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 love. And may I speak love, and may I speak love.